Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Think Tank, the show where two directors think by a tank. I'm Tyler Moore, and with me as always is...
James Klim, and we have a special guest, Manike.
Hi there.
All right, so we have several topics today. Probably going to end up having more like we did last time.
Maybe.
Yeah. Our first one is E3, our impressions of everything that was there. And then we have Halo 4, because I know that would have to be a totally separate topic, as well as the anniversary of Combat Evolved, and hostile robot takeovers. And then, of course, Tyler's random topic of the week. The filmmaking topic is the creative process, what goes into making a film or machinima, and we'll of course start off with, we're no longer calling it filmmaker news because I don't want Amanda or whoever our guests are in the future to be like awkwardly left out.
Well, no, I think we're good because we talked about this yesterday about voice acting. We'll get to that in a little bit because voice acting is part of film production, whether you're doing it or not.
Yeah. If I call it filmmaker news, though, it just kind of seems like...
Well, film's everything, so just keep going.
So, I'm going to go last. James can go first with the news because mine's sort of long.
Okay. So, my name is James Klim, if any of you guys couldn't understand that so far. I make machinima. I like making movies. I got into machinima, that already was explained. Currently, I'm working on machinimas with both Manike and Tyler Moore. We're doing Diversity and Confederacy. Tyler voices in Confederacy and Diversity, and Amanda does Diversity. She's the main character, Claire Dufresne. And everything's going good, and I think that's all I'm really doing right now. I'm working on a few secret projects that I'm not announcing to anyone yet, but
secretive
will be revealed later on. And that's all for now. That's from me, so we can go with Amanda next.
Yeah, I'm Amanda Kay. My voice acting is all over the place, really. I've gotten into flashes, machinimas, doing some fan dubs, which is really bad to say using my real name. But yeah, it goes from... It's pretty much all over the board. I've been in lots of radio plays and stuff, too. Oh. And I got lots of different voices. You guys should check out Joy to the World, by the way.
What is that?
Joy to the World is about a 10-year-old little girl, and she talks about a lot. The past couple episodes, like the one I just did, was about Scientology, and she tells, she answers questions, fake questions that, people have asked and whatever. And before that, it was about Sarah Palin, and how she is the loudest retard in the country. Not that I would know.
A 10-year-old talks about all that political stuff? That's kind of deep.
Yeah, she's very mouthy, but I love her.
Okay.
She's great. She's got a higher pitched voice.
Is that like a anime or like reality or something? Oh, Flash. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. So the guy fed me for it, and he makes it to my voice and whatever. And
what was the show called again? My mind kind of tracked out, but I was paying attention.
Joy to the World.
Joy to the World. Okay.
Wrote it down with horrible handwriting.
And then I'm obviously doing Claire on.
Yeah, the good stuff. Oh, awesome. Anyway.
All right, so I'll go ahead and go. Well, I've been releasing a lot of shorts lately. I was gone for a while and I wasn't doing anything, and I've been releasing a lot of shorts. It's been pretty crazy.
I love your voice. Anyway.
All right, and then I got several still coming up. I've got a school starting up pretty soon, so I have to try and finish a bunch of stuff before I run out of time and never get anything done again.
Yeah, time is of the essence.
Yes, it's a race against time. But and then in the last episode I was talking about my feature, and that is no longer happening this year.
Why not? Time issues or money?
Well, a lot of issues actually. I said I was going to start filming in late May, and that didn't happen because I was gone for so long.
Yeah. And
then I got back to where I can actually do stuff in like mid-July. No, June. Uh-huh. And then something else happened that kind of distracted me for a while.
What was the movie about, or the film going to be about? Unless
the film was
top secret.
The film is called And Justice for All. I'm going to put a link to the website. It's
Cool.
it's an action comedy about guys kidnapping the president. So yeah,
Who's the president?
it's a fictional president, and
Oh.
it goes without a name because I just don't want it to be, because the actual kidnapping of the president is a very slim part of it, because it's mostly focusing on the stories of the two guys doing this.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm going to be doing that next year, and I'm actually working on some deals for that right now. It's actually going to probably be better off that way.
Good.
Yes, so we'll go into our first main topic, which is our impressions of E3 and everything that was there.
Oh, I would kill to go to that one day.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
E3 is only for the publishers.
The media.
I thought E3 was for actually the public, and I found out recently that no, that's not it. And you can only, which sucks. And
Yeah.
you can only go. I mean, some ordinarily people can go there, but you have to be part of big stuff. So if I worked at Machinima, for instance, I could go there, but obviously I don't work there. I'm not in California. But.
Yeah, one of my voice actor buddies got to go. He was like, "Yeah, I'm at E3." I'm like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!
Wait, so do the publishers watch the conversations or the conferences, or do actual people actually go on the floor? Is that what it is?
People go on the floor.
Oh, okay, so the ordinary people like you and me don't go.
Oh no, we're allowed near E3 at
Okay,
all.
so we
They
don't
beat us away
go.
with a stick if we try to go in.
Yeah, so we don't go into those big little meetings, but we can go on the floor and look at stuff.
Well,
No.
Oh,
no,
what?
no.
No, you can't get into E3 at
Oh,
all. Like,
that's-
media or working in with
Here,
somebody.
I'll tell you guys. A couple years ago, Kyle and I planned to go. We figured out tickets to go on the show floor are $500.
Wait, really quick before you continue. So, it's not open to the public, but if you offer up enough money, can you go anywhere, or is it just closed no matter what?
I think it's just closed no matter what.
Okay.
I think you have to be part of some sort of organization that does video game stuff, or kind of like Machinima,
Yeah.
or the press or something like that.
Okay.
And so yeah, we were actually thinking about going. Then we figured out how expensive it was. Not only the show floor tickets, but I mean, along with the travel.
Yeah, and the
That would-
hotels and stuff.
And we were like, what, 15 at the time, so there was no way. I think, I don't know, maybe seeing as we've become a bit more legitimate over time, K&T I could work it out to where I go, but again, it's so expensive, and I wouldn't want to take that chance. So.
Yeah, this is where your motivation comes in to get with those really awesome, cool companies.
Take a breath.
So how about that Wii U?
Oh yeah, we could talk about the Wii U.
What do I think about it? I don't care. I'm not buying it, and it's too expensive.
Yeah, neither am I.
I don't care for it.
I think it's cool with the whole controller thing, but I mean, I think is the Wii U like an HD console, or is it just like a standard?
Yeah,
thing?
it's going into HD, I think, but I heard that it's still not going to play DVDs or Blu-rays or anything like that.
Yeah, it won't do that, because I'm pretty sure, that's PlayStation's thing, and Nintendo's whatever, frick, we're going to make a shit ton of money on this thing anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, they're set in stone.
15-year-olds.
I think the whole controller idea is cool. I think Nintendo does a lot of interesting stuff, but I really think that they're not going to beat Xbox or PlayStation, because Xbox and PlayStation is doing all the HD stuff, and nowadays everything's in HD. And I mean, I love Metroid. I love Mario. The games are freaking awesome. Pokemon is amazing. I love it. But I mean, competing with HD, competing with modern games like Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, they don't stand a freaking chance.
And one thing I want to say about Nintendo, I have major respect for them for going out of the box and trying different things.
Yeah.
But it just tends to not work out for them.
They've captured that family audience and the average
Yes.
gamer audience, and they're kind of starting to go away from the hardcore.
They're trying to branch out with
Yeah,
this HD thing,
and-
because, I mean, a lot of the games that are on the other consoles are making its way onto the Wii U, but of course, 8 months after or something.
Yeah, and that's not good. They're saying, we're getting Assassin's Creed Revelations in 10 months after release, and by that time,
Batman Arkham
we're going to
City is
have
gonna
that
be
on
on
PS4 or Xbox.
great.
I just think Sony and Microsoft, they're the ones going head to head, and Nintendo's just like in their own little corner. And even though they're making billions of dollars, they honestly don't. They're losing that hardcore audience, in my opinion. And PS3 and Xbox are definitely scooping them up. And I just think that even though they're making a crap load of cash, they're eventually going to lose it.
Well, I think later on they'll start to have a good grip of like those who are in the hardcore gaming.
It could
but
be,
it's just depending on how they use it, because right now you can only use one Wii U controller with an actual like console.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, well, this is starting to get to where they're trying to get it, but it's going to still take lots of years.
I think it's going to be like this. I think it happened before where Nintendo was up top, and then PS3 and Xbox got up there, and they got really high, and now like Nintendo is gonna. I don't know what hell I'm saying. Nintendo's going forward, but PS3 and Xbox can catch up. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying.
If PS3 and Xbox continue with their 3D motion movement shit, then Nintendo's going to pick up. Because, I mean, personally, I don't want any movement or 3D stuff.
Yes, thank you.
Stay away from my games. Listen,
Let's just sit down and veg on a couch.
If I really wanted to move, I will go outside. Okay?
I think that they'll make the 3D there in case you want it. You don't have to have it, but I think right now they're pushing it to. Like, I think Xbox is definitely pushing the Kinect way too far.
Did they ever?
Yes.
And I mean, the Kinect's cool, but I mean, who wants to play a freaking Kinectable? Like, who the hell wants to touch?
I knew you were going to bring up Kinectable.
Who wants to touch a freaking virtual pet? I mean, if it was like a penguin or something, cool. But I mean, a dog. My dog's right in front of me.
Right.
Kinect's really good for kids. Like, they're doing a great job for kids. That's fantastic for them, and that's how maybe that can get kids into video games, and I guess other people that weren't into it. But I mean, Kinect has a lot of potential to be really great, and I really want them to make like a awesome game. I mean, like it's basic, like swing your hands and stuff, but make it fun. And right now they're focusing way too much on the kids, and they're not focusing. Kinect has so much freaking potential. Like that Milo stuff, that was awesome. That was cool.
I have to say that it actually makes you move a bit more than the Wii does, because you can just flick your wrist and do whatever from the Wii. But you're actually moving with the Kinect. That's if you're going to go into the direction of motion gaming, that's probably the way to do it.
Yeah. So I think
nobody wants that. I want to sit on my couch and be lazy.
Well, not
true, but I'm saying
that is the whole point of a video game.
Well, not really. I mean, I don't know.
You know what I mean, though. Like, when we were kids, that's all we did was sit on the couch and play video games.
Yeah.
We wanted to move, parents would kick us out. So.
I want to watch my football game.
Yeah, like.
Kinect has great potential, and I want to see Xbox take advantage of that. Right now, they're not really doing that, but maybe in the future, I could be wrong. They can make some amazing freaking technology that blows my mind away. But Xbox, PS3 are doing good. Wii is kind of in their own little world, so that's just my opinion.
They're just kind of sitting around nowadays.
I mean,
I still think they're ahead in technology, as they've always have been, but
they are dominating the handheld market. PS Move doesn't have a chance.
The 3DS is probably making a shit run right now.
Oh yeah, I think Nintendo's so popular now that no matter what they make, regardless if it's good or bad, they're gonna sell millions.
Oh yeah, I mean, parents will do anything for their kids nowadays. These little 3-year-old brats are getting 3DSs. It's like, what the heck? Like, go get a job.
Freaking like 9-year-old kids have a smartphone. I'm like, I don't even have a smartphone.
Yeah, it's like, really, if I'm going to give my kid, like, a cell phone just to be able to keep track of them, it's going to be the crappiest little thing I can find.
Yes,
well, that just proves that you're a bad parent, so why have kids?
It's going to do well, and it's stupid that it will.
That's how business works, unfortunately.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next topic is Halo 4 or something?
Yes, we can go ahead and... I mean, that's a majority of our E3 conversation would have been. So,
at least we talked about everything, not just Halo 4.
I'm freeing you off your leash, James.
I'll just say it really quick, because I don't want the whole podcast to be about this. I already talked about this in other parts of my videos, but Halo 4, cool, awesome. What I want them to bring, new stuff. Don't do the same stuff they've been doing for years and years and years. Even though it's fun, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, but if it gets really boring after a while, you better start fixing it. And it has gotten boring. Like Reach, I mean, I love Reach, but I've gotten extremely bored playing that game, and it is really boring. So story-wise, they're making 5 and 6 after 4. I hope they
Right.
don't. I hope they don't make 4 and 5 shit and make 6 the best one. And
Well, they're still gonna get your money anyway.
oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna buy them
You're
regardless. But I just hope that that's not their plan. It's we're making 6 the best game, but 4 and 5 are just cutouts. But hopefully 4 and 5 will be great. I do think 4 is gonna be a good game. They're bringing new stuff to it. Story wise, I already got this planned out, and I don't want to sound like a nerd when I say this because I got this whole thing planned out already. But I think what's gonna happen in 4 is they go to the new planet, Master Chief and Cortana, and they discover the ancient evil, which I think is the precursors, and they do all this stuff on there, and they find out how to stop the ancient evil. They don't do it, they find out how to stop them, and then it ends there. And then in Halo 5, they do, try doing some of the stuff they are trying to stop, and Cortana somehow dies. She either gets... I think Chief kills her, she goes rampant, and then in Halo 6 they finish the whole damn thing. If Cortana dies, I really hope Chief kills her. I'm not trying to be mean towards the character, but I
It
really
would make
hope...
it for a very good story.
Well, that's just my opinion. So I could be completely wrong. Halo 4 could be completely freaking different, but that's what I'm hoping, or that's what I'm thinking and hoping. So that's my little rant.
Sounds pretty good.
I'm amazed that Halo's gonna be around for the next 10 years. So,
Yeah. Eventually, it's gonna die out, but when it dies out, hopefully I won't be alive, because I love Halo. I'm not that obsessed, but it is a
you're
fun
gonna die
game.
next 10 years?
I hope not.
Wow, that's what you said.
Oh well, never mind.
I hope not, James. I wouldn't miss when Confederacy finally comes out.
Yeah, probably not for a while.
I want to say one more thing about Halo 4, and then we might touch on the anniversary of...
No, okay, go ahead.
Or Halo, awesome.
If we want to. I don't even know. It's not really that big of a thing. But, oh yeah, I was going to say, with the motion games, what if the new Halo games had the motion features in them? I think
Actually, going to anniversary really quick, it has been confirmed that Kinect support will be for Halo Anniversary.
What, do you move Master Chief around?
Well, they haven't announced what it's going to be used for, but they said that it is going to be there. It might just be like, pressing play or something, but it's going to be there.
Well, that's silly. To be honest, if I wanted, a motion game for, especially Halo, I would want to be, shooting, running, moving, dodging, controlling Master Chief with my body. Every single movement I do,
Yes.
he will do. That is what I would want if it were to be with a Halo game.
Then again, I might say this, maybe have 4, 5, and 6 not be, but seeing as it's a brand new version of Combat Evolved, it might be actually kind of cool to experiment with it. Because...
Like I
And
said,
Microsoft's not going to be all that great, and to begin with, I mean, they're going to take years to perfect their Kinect and be, it's still cool. Oh wait, it's actually cool now. Right.
but it's too late by then, right?
Yeah, it's way too late. I'm
Everybody's
pretty sure
abandoned
half of the population's already given up on it because they've seen, Microsoft, what are you doing? Come on.
I think it all falls down to, just who wants to play on the Kinect, and it's there. You don't have to play it, but if you want to play Halo Combat Evolved in the Kinect, you can. You don't have to, but it's there.
I saw this Freddie Wong video, if you guys know who he is.
Yeah.
But he was at E3, and there's this one game won best motion graphics of the year, and he said it's kind of like winning the Special Olympics.
Pretty much.
Yes. All right. So should we move on to hostile robot takeovers?
Yeah,
Very interesting topic.
Okay.
You hear about zombie apocalypses and all that
Yes.
stuff.
iRobot.
No robots.
Something kind of sparked this for me.
Sorry.
I was in my programming class not too long ago, and the hell's that?
Oh, sorry. Just keep going. Nothing.
Okay,
Keep talking.
a snake could be attacking you, James. I don't want this to happen. But yeah, and we occasionally read these technology update things, and one thing was a bomb disarming robot can now tilt its neck.
Oh dear.
How is that
This
bad?
is a sign of the apocalypse.
How is that bad? Tilting the neck. I don't
Because
get it.
it starts out with tilting the neck, James.
Oh,
That's how it starts out.
That, and now
They
the
start
robot can
contemplating their
actually...
existence.
Yeah, now the robot can physically look at itself, disarming this bomb, thinking, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die." Before, it just had to, move its hands, and it couldn't see what it was doing. And now that it sees it, it's gonna freak.
Okay.
It's going to know what its purpose is, and it's going to want a different purpose, and that is
To
wait
kill?
for it,
To
kill
kill.
all humans.
Oh, yes.
If they do go haywire, maybe that's what they want you to think. Taking over the world, killing humans. Maybe that's too basic for them. Maybe they're going to go a step further and do something that you
Take
wouldn't.
over the entire universe.
That might be too basic too. Maybe they might just not kill you or something. I don't know.
They might make us slaves. They'll be like robot Hitler.
They might feed us too much. That way we die. Something like that.
Well, we're only doing that to ourselves. So
That.
how will we survive it?
Oh, we need to figure out how we're going to survive a robot has to take over?
Yes.
Well, maybe if they're stupid enough, we could just be like in Shaun of the Dead and pretend that we walk like robots and we'll
Yes.
get past them.
We could do the robot dance and like kind of.
Right, and maybe they'll be that stupid, but yet still extremely smart because they are robots, and maybe they'll accept us. Otherwise, I would just have to befriend one of them, and then that would be
Like in
how I would
Robots.
do that. I would befriend one of them and then learn to control them. That way, I will become queen of the robots.
And then we'll have to inject nanites into Vicky's brain, and
Okay.
so that's how that works.
Yes.
All right. So.
Filmmaking discussion.
Yes.
Creative process.
The creative process.
Oh, so is that the filmmaking stuff?
Yes, that's a filmmaking topic. The creative process. Basically, how a thought comes up into your head, writing a script,
Yeah.
pre-production,
Okay.
and such.
Okay. So who's gonna go first?
Well, you're the writer, I do believe.
So I go first. So
Secret projects.
well, that's not the secret project.
You're gonna reveal your secrets here, James.
No, I'm not. So, writing the trilogy, I already wrote the first part, so, because, it's just like in any single, movie, like when you make a trilogy or make more movies with the same characters, you're going to have those same characters in the next installments, but it takes time to write all that stuff. So, originally, I was going to write out Confederacy and finish Confederacy, and then I go to a different series, then I go back to the trilogy, and then I write that out, but who knows how long that's going to be. I'm just estimating. It could be 2 years from now that I go back and write the second installment. And by that time, the people who I had in the first installment might not be around or their voices could be changed. So I'm trying to write all the scripts at once.
Also,
that way, I can have all the voices available to me and not have to worry about them down the line in a couple of years.
Right.
Yeah. But it's
I'll
hard
always
for me
be
to,
there for you, James.
I know you will. It's hard for me to think of all that. I have all the main points plotted out. I have the ending plotted out. The ending, you always think of the ending first, but
Yes.
getting there, it's so hard, and I can't think of anything. I have stuff planned out. I'm writing slowly, getting there. I just want to get there before everyone else who was with me is gone, and then I'll be screwed. That's my scripting. I guess filmmaking. I guess how I go about doing that. Well, now I'm doing machinima, and it's not really the greatest stuff in the world, but it is movies. It's pretty much making movies, except with a video game, you're not doing live action stuff unless you're, incorporating that with the machinima. It is fun. I love editing it. Sometimes I hate doing it because I have to get there in order to, have fun. But basically the whole rundown is Xbox controllers, going to the local, act out all the scenes. And in, for really hard scenes, I get people over Xbox Live. One problem with Xbox Live is that it lags sometimes, and that's not good for the film. Overall, it is a fun process. My favorite part of doing it is definitely, getting voice actors, recruiting voice actors, hearing all the lines I get sent in, writing the story, seeing it unfold before my eyes. It's a great feeling, but I guess, it's pretty much for every project, you have to get there. You don't want to film it, you just want to be there and finishing the project, but you have to get there, you have to film it, you have to edit it, you have to do everything, and it's so annoying, but you love it at the same time, so that's my...
Right.
People ask me to do the Karth voice, do this voice, and it is kind of embarrassing, and, I can do it by myself. When I voice act, I love doing it by myself with no one around me. But if there are people around me, I can't physically do it. And if I do it, it's not as good as if I was around. And I get embarrassed. I don't know why I get embarrassed, but it's just kind of weird. And I guess it's the same thing for everybody. The people who
It depends on the people who are around. I can do whatever voice around anybody other than my family.
Yeah.
I cannot voice act around my mom.
Anyway, so that's my rant. It is fun. I love doing it, but sometimes it is a little frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, I really enjoy the writing process. Coming up with it's really hard coming up with a concept, but when genius strikes and you start writing it down. I always hate when I'm in the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
because you're like just waiting to get into the action, and it's because I'm currently writing the screenplay for my second feature, even though I haven't finished my first, and yeah, I'm stuck in a point in which everything is building up right now, and it's very.
Can I just say one thing really quick about the whole writing process? When you're in the mood to write, it's fantastic, and you have ideas just going through your head, and you can't stop writing. Like, sometimes I'll be writing at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. My parents are like, go to bed. I'm like, if I stop writing now, I'm not going to be writing in the next hour or so. Like, whenever you're in the mood to write, it's a fantastic feeling. But when you stop, like, the next day, you just drop all interest. And, like, even though you were interested in it 5 minutes ago, if you stop it, it's over. So,
I'm writing so hard right now.
But, yeah, so you can continue. Just wanted to get that out there.
And I also like casting. That's always fun. I'm originally in my movie I'm doing now, me and a friend are going to be playing the main roles. But my friend's leaving, for one. He's going to be in the Air Force next year. And I don't think I can carry an entire feature on my own. So, yeah, I'm casting for that right now, and it's going pretty good.
That's good. It is fun to get people involved with your project. It is a lot more enjoyable, and it brings more. I can't say the word variety. Variety. There we go. Variety, and I mean, it is really fun having multiple people voice or act in your film, not just having you do 20 parts.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure at this point people are getting tired of seeing my face or my sunglasses.
Well, some people can pull it off. Like, some people can do, like, 20 different voices, and they sound completely different. But that's good for that. But I guess acting is much different because you have to be, like, really different in acting. Acting's much harder than voice acting, in my opinion. Because voice acting, I mean, we don't see the person, we just see the voice. And acting, we see the everything. So it is really hard.
But you have to bring in everything just in the voice.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not going to say it's not difficult to voice act.
Oh, it is. It is.
It is difficult to voice act sometimes.
I just think acting's harder.
Especially when you're doing a voice and you're having trouble, like, nailing exactly what it was. Because I think my audition to you and the episode 1 of Confederacy is slightly different.
Yeah. I guess doing multiple takes of the same line and it, like, mixing up emotions, it gives me a better chance to pick out which one is better. Yeah. And,
I kind of stopped doing
and plus,
that,
it could be fun for you as well. You know, you get to fool around with it. So
I'm invested in too many projects, James. It's impossible to fire me now.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, that actually brings up another topic I wanted to talk about, which is related to the whole filmmaking process. So when I make movies, my brain is all over the damn place, and if I focus on one project, now this could just be me, or could be for anyone, but when I focus on one project, regardless, okay, I'll just bring Confederacy in this. Confederacy, I love the series, I love writing it, it was fantastic, but if I keep doing that one series, it gets bored really fast, and I have to do other projects to keep my mind going. That way, like, I guess that's why I started Diversity, not just because I didn't have the equipment, but I wanted to do something else. So I went to Confederacy, had fun, got a little bit bored, went to Diversity, new topic, new characters, it's fun, then I go back and forth. But now I'm getting bored of both, so I have to do new stuff, and then, like, the whole trilogy, the secret projects, and I mean, even though I'm doing, like, 5 series at once, it's so much fun, and it keeps my mind going, and I don't get bored of the other series. So I'm kind of using it as an excuse, and I'm kind of using it as I want to do something else.
I'm, in a way, sort of a megalomaniac. I have to focus on one thing, but at the same time, I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
So it's
multitasking.
It just makes me insane.
So, Amanda K, how did you get into voice acting?
Oh, God. You don't really want to know this, do you?
I asked you yesterday, so... Yes, please tell me.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, boy. Well, I got into voice acting, it was in 2007. My friend and I were talking about Sailor Moon, and she, like, we didn't really like her voice actress for one of the seasons, and she was like, you know what, we can do this better than her. We don't sound like crap. And so we decided to put on our own little Sailor Moon fandom and whatever, and she never went on with it, and I decided to continue with it, and I finally got into other things in near 2008. And that's pretty much where it all started. Like, I found the Voice Acting Alliance, and
yeah, great website.
I've met so many great people on there.
Love that website. So,
yeah.
I have seen you do a lot of anime stuff. Is that something you want to get into, like dubbing anime, or do you want to do like live action stuff, or just voice acting in general?
I would love to do voice acting in general. Anime is where I would like to head, but doing original cartoon work would also be super fun because you can do it live and you do it with the other characters in your scene. You act based on them instead of, in anime where you just watch the screen and you have to match the flaps and the emotion to your character.
Yeah.
Where in original they will match it to you.
Yeah, okay.
And I've gone to Anime Expo, and I made it to the finals in AX Idol, and that was
I saw that.
Yeah, it was really super fun, and I definitely want to continue as soon as I can, just to get into it.
Very nice. I'll keep going. Keep doing your work.
I definitely plan to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You'll see my name.
Okay, awesome. I will, yeah.
I want to be able to go to LA and work with them. I'm taking a workshop with Bang Zoom in August, and I'm hoping they'll be like, "Oh, you need to work with us." I'm like, yeah, great, I'll do that right now. Otherwise, my mom is looking at me working in Toronto with Cartoon Network and stuff. So it's kind of like a hit and miss. I really want to do anime because right now I know the anime stuff, and so the cartoons are oh, well, the kids have to watch this. I feel bad for the kids who watch these new shows because they're not as great as Dexter's Lab or Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
There's
Johnny
these
Bravo,
what is this?
Yeah, the new shows on Cartoon Network are so weird. That's
I'm kind of
You
torn.
said Johnny Bravo. That's like a blast to the past, man.
That's old show.
And Powerpuff Girls and all those really great shows that we grew up on.
They're actually still doing Powerpuff Girls.
There is nothing like that now on Cartoon Network, and it's okay, well, I can work in original animation and all that stuff, but I really want to be down in LA, with my friends and be an anime, where I actually know and like this stuff.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
You actually kind of brought up something, and I'm considering revealing something that I'm kind of keeping under wraps right now.
You don't have to. Your choice. I'm not forcing you.
I'm gonna bust down the wall.
Okay, bust down the wall.
I just busted down the wall.
Okay. Sure.
I'm actually with the movie. I'm trying to get other studios behind it, and I'm actually in talks with a couple right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I could next year. I just dropped a cap. I could by next year be working on that there, and I could actually have a decent budget.
Good for you.
So, Amanda, do you only want to do voice acting, or do you want to do acting, or do you want to make movies, or just voice acting, or
I'll
some
do
other
voice
type of
acting
media?
for anything, pretty much. I will voice act for pretty much anything.
Okay.
I've actually always wanted to try to be in a hentai, so it's I'll do any voice acting. Acting wise, I would like to do acting, but it's not something that I'm gonna try to get into. If it comes up, I'll do it. But yeah, the voice acting is definitely priority.
Is there a line that you don't want to cross when doing voice acting, somewhere that you don't really want to go, you don't want to voice this guy or this person? Is there a line that you don't want to cross, a boundary?
Not that I can think of. I'll pretty much do any character that I can, just so I can get the experience, and if it pays, then I'll do it. It's definitely just any kind of character I'm really up for. Badass characters, I'll do in a heartbeat. Just say they're badass and I'll do it. You don't even need to say anything else. The only other thing that I can think of, though, is on the VAA, lots of people like to do, they dub over live action, and that is one thing I will not do. I will not do that.
It's just kind of weird.
I don't like it. They're real people, and you're dubbing over their real people.
Oh, okay, I get it. So an example, when a movie is released in America and then they dub it in Spanish.
Oh, well, I guess not so much that, but there's just something about me I hate live action. I guess that's also part of it. It's
I understand.
I don't like it. So why would I want to be in it?
I get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Tyler, do you want to do making movies? Is that what you're aiming for?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hoping to kind of get an early step in there. So
a director?
Yes.
Nice.
I want to do writing, directing.
Everything.
Yes.
Good.
Well, except for I really, really hate editing.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's kind of something I'm going to have to
deal with.
Yeah, deal with, yeah.
Well, when you get, when you get really popular, you can just pay someone and you don't have to worry about it.
Here, do this for me.
I love asking my people what I should do, or I want to know opinions on what my coworkers think, and I always get this answer. They're like, "You're the director, you do it." I'm like, "Well, I'm asking for your input," and I love asking.
James, I'd give you input.
Yeah, I just don't want everyone to feel uncomfortable with the project, and I want to ask everyone that, what they think I should do, because that really affects.
Well, honestly,
everything.
if they were uncomfortable with it, they should bring it up to you.
Yeah, they should, but sometimes they don't.
And actors.
Oh, then that's their fault.
Yeah, that is their fault, and I kind of feel bad, but yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing. It's like, hey, you guys have anything to say to me? Just say it now.
I guess they're kind of afraid they don't want to push it too far where I think something wrong, but my mind's open 24/7, so you could say something completely cruel to me, and I could take it in like a compliment.
Actors actually, generally they have good input, especially with improv, stuff like that. Just little bits of just suggestions can be some of the greatest that can really help out. It's
they also they'll like to see their character head in a direction.
Yes,
from
that's what
the things that they've read. It's like, it'd be really cool if this happened.
There's this one short I did. Kyle, it wasn't working for some reason. It just wasn't. His lines weren't funny at all. But he ended up saying something like, "We should make him Canadian," and he did this really.
There is nothing wrong with being Canadian, sir.
Was he a professional?
It was a really
moose
crude
hunter?
Canadian impression, and it was.
Were you trying to make him super stereotype, like he loves the Canucks, like that? And he lives in an igloo, and he's playing Halo on his oiled power TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was kind of doing the. That was
you just gotta talk like this, and you drink your beer, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, eh?
Deep fry seal.
Yeah, that.
What? You're talking about stuff I've never heard of.
Living in your igloos.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's always snowing in Canada.
Thank you. My igloo is very warm right now.
It's good.
Why? It's warm for you.
Probably be melting right now, wouldn't it? So, we're all into the whole media stuff. We're all into film and all that. I guess, media. Would you guys do something else if you had a chance? Would you do something other than what you're doing now? Not even related to film at all, like doctoring or racing or something.
No, I would not be able to.
Like completely different from this.
I'm actually in design right now, which I don't know. I don't think it's very different. It's in the same kind of area, but I can't see myself being like a lawyer or a doctor.
A lawyer.
Yeah.
I was actually on the verge of almost becoming a FBI agent.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Definitely good to fall back
Yeah,
on.
it would be, and I'm just thinking film director / FBI agent. That's pretty badass. But then I remembered. Oh well, I have to get up in the morning.
CIA agent right there.
I have to get up in the morning. They're gonna kick my ass around, and I'm not really looking forward to that. So,
Agent James Klim, director / FBI agent.
I think that's a pretty cool title. That's a pretty.
It's so badass.
That's badass. Yeah.
Would comedian be?
No way.
I guess that's completely unrelated to media. So.
I'm not. I don't think I'm funny, and I don't think that.
Well, no, I'm talking about me.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay.
You're not funny, James. So I'm not talking about you. Yeah, I've got. Actually, the thing that happened to me that set me back a couple weeks. That was that's something that's kind of that I would put into a comedy special.
So what's the next topic?
That would be my fallback. Oh yeah, Tyler's
random
topic of the week.
Or whenever we do the next one.
I'm calling it week because it's just funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was watching one of your gameplays, James.
Yeah.
And you were telling a story about you attempting to get your first girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
And there was one thing that really made me laugh.
Okay.
And that was your attempted pickup line.
Oh, I don't know what I said, but
it was something corny. Like, "I hope you have flood insurance because it's about to get wet in here."
Yeah. Yeah.
So James.
It was I don't know why. It was messed up. Yeah. Very messed up.
It had me laughing for hours.
Yeah.
But
very mean towards women, actually, when you think about it, and I apologize, but yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
My mission today is to teach you how to pick up chicks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was actually gonna force the guest into a improv sketch in which I would demonstrate.
That's really.
Oh, this would be. You got to do it with
it's
the corny jokes and the corny.
Yeah, it's gonna be a corny joke.
Okay.
That's the thing.
So are you two gonna play like a little play and I'll watch?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the setting.
Oh my god.
We're at a Wendy's.
We're at a Wendy's.
Oh.
We're at a Wendy's.
Why Wendy's? That's like the most worst possible place you could possibly
I know.
Wendy's.
I hate Wendy's. I hope they burnt to the ground. Terrible
I miss
restaurant.
the fries.
You don't fucking like Wendy's, James?
I don't like Wendy's. I don't really like fast food restaurants. I don't associate myself with the I mean, once in a while I'll go to McDonald's, but like maybe like once every 6 months or so.
Shut up, James.
I will.
I'm teaching you. Hey,
Hi.
I want to buy you a puppy.
Oh, actually, I just lost a puppy recently, and I think he went over to this cheap hotel room across the street.
So I guess there's no need for me to buy you a puppy
This
now.
completely backfired on you.
We're going to find my lost puppy.
Oh, okay. I will help you. I will follow you to this hotel room, stranger. I do not know.
And then she, okay. Thank you for
and
teaching me.
James understand. That was my.
That was brilliant, Amanda. Thank you.
I actually have another topic relating to the whole girlfriend thing. I think now where I'm at right now, I don't need to have a girlfriend because I'm focusing more on my work, and some people think that's retarded, but I think...
He's in denial.
I'm not in denial. I just think right now my work's more
James?
important.
Get the box.
What?
I'm acting. Leave me be.
Oh, are we still doing an improv sketch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we are? Okay, shit.
And then James comes into the hotel room.
I'm an actor. You should.
This is all
see
over the
this
fucking
coming.
place.
You should see this coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking, because... Anyway.
We have viewer mail, so...
Oh, okay. Go.
Which is actually surprising,
Sweet. What's the first message?
do any of you guys play Team Fortress 2?
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry. That was quick.
Question.
Sorry, a mobile lizard.
I don't like Team Fortress, so that's just my opinion.
I'm a girl. I don't play shooters.
Yeah, you don't.
She doesn't play video games.
I don't play video games.
She likes to play with her Barbies.
I play with Barbies instead, and sometimes I play my Barbies on Wii.
You sound like my
And,
sister.
I go for soccer.
and guys try to hit on you at Wendy's, you take them to a hotel room.
That's right. So look for my lost puppy.
You're very
Yeah, to look for your lost puppy.
easygoing.
All right. So our first email is from Brian.
Oh,
Hi,
hello,
Brian.
Brian.
Oh, I was gonna make that joke. It starts out, hey James and Tyler, and I was gonna say, oh hey Brian, but whatever, Amanda. Thanks a lot.
You're
I
very
ruined
welcome.
your improv sketch. You get to ruin my email. Basically, he's asking about the crappy works I did when I was a kid.
Wow. What a nice question.
I know. And he's also asking if you had any sort of creative outlet when you were a kid, James. Well, before I did videos and before I was even able to, I did comic books and stuff like that, as people generally do when they're finding a creative outlet for storytelling. A lot of mine were basically Star Wars and Dragon Ball Z rip-offs, and like Batman and shit. And then I did a couple comedies that were just kind of cartoons. And I actually planned on being a cartoonist when I grew up, but that changed into movies because I felt like that it has more of an open audience to it. And I tend to do more R-rated things anyway, so...
I got into filmmaking at around... Well, before I did filmmaking, I was actually the ordinary kid that probably liked playing sports. And, I wanted to do what my dad did, and he did race car driving and piloting, and I wanted to become like that. But around probably July 2007, I watched a video on YouTube called Deus Ex Machina, Episode 1 by John Graham, and that's how I got into filmmaking, because I thought it was very interesting. I never saw what Halo Machinima was, never heard of it before, and I had no idea you could do that. And after a few months, I kind of experimented, and now I'm here. So,
All right,
Yay!
Amanda, you can answer.
What did I do when I was a kid? I was a good little
Right.
girl, and I did my homework, and I played video games with my mom.
I did drugs.
To be honest, I think I was on the radio once with her, because she's a radio broadcaster, and...
That's awesome.
Does she
Yeah.
still do the radio broadcast?
Yes, she is.
Oh, nice.
And I never really was like, oh, I want to be a voice actress. Oh my god. To be creative, I painted, I did art, I was creative in the artistic sense of never getting a job in art kind of thing.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
you are here now, so that's good.
Yes.
Okay, the next question. Okay, Zach basically asks about religion. What religion we...
Me first?
About what? All you said was it's about
because
religion.
everyone already knows
You didn't give us a
yours, so might as well
question.
just say it.
You did not give us a question.
Okay, well, I guess the question was, what religion do I have? Well, first off, I am atheist. I don't believe in all that religion stuff. I have friends that are Christian. I don't mind. As long as people don't throw it in my face, I don't care. But yeah, I don't believe in God. I believe in what I want to believe in. Not trying to be mean. That's just how I feel. So, yeah.
To be honest, if anybody gets upset about his answer, everyone has their own opinion and rights to believe whatever they want.
I am similar. I don't call myself atheist because I don't care. Really.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I do agree with you. Screw atheism. Screw that. I'm just an ordinary guy.
I don't care about how we got here, why we're
uh-huh.
here. I just want to live my fucking life before I go into
I am interested on how we got here, but it's not that big of a deal to me.
until I just black out for all eternity.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's
Yeah. Yeah. So
I kind of sound like a downer for that, but I also don't care. I mean, like I don't care if other people are Christians. We're in America for a reason because we have the freedom of religion. So, whatever you want to believe.
yeah, I definitely agree. So
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I guess I wouldn't say I'm atheist because atheism sounds like a religion itself. So I'm just an ordinary guy. But if you were to classify me, I'd be an atheist. So yeah.
Yes.
Amanda, your turn.
Well, yeah, I was born and raised Catholic. I believe, I don't know. I'll attend church and whatever when, like, my grandparents make me go or whatever. But, like, I think there's a higher power. There is some kind of God, but not, like, the God.
Anyway,
All right.
so let's get all this religion bullshit.
Yes. And then our next question is about girlfriends.
I don't have one.
Well, my girlfriend.
Oh my God, Amanda! You keep ruining my jokes. I wrote material. I was gonna be like, "Well, do you have a girlfriend, Amanda?" Oh, ha ha ha! Everyone's gonna laugh.
What is the actual question?
It's it just, do you guys have girlfriends?
I do not. Maybe in the future when I actually start to care a little bit about relationships, but right now I do not. I'm not gay. I love women, but later. Not right now. I'm focusing on work right now.
I did.
I don't have a girlfriend either, or a boyfriend. So there you go.
Next question. Let's not make each question linger on and be weird. So next question.
Yes. Questions are weird enough. That's actually all the questions we have.
Wow, we're popular. Can I say one thing really quick? Where did Miss Ack come from?
Oh, Miss Ack. Miss Ack came from, my initials are actually ACK.
Okay.
So that's where the Ack is, and then the Miss is, Miss, Mrs., Mr., whatever, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was wondering that myself.
It's very simple.
Very cool. Cool. Okay, so that's it?
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So closing?
Well, I'm Tyler Moore. You can follow my stuff on KNTanimations.com and KNT Animations on YouTube. Yeah, you guys should check that out, seeing as you're pretty much all James's fans.
Not all.
Pretty much all.
No, I wouldn't say that. Thank you guys for watching. My name is James Klim, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next podcast.
There you go. You see them in the next podcast. I'm Amanda K. You guys can look me up basically anywhere on the internet. If you just go to Google and search up Miss Ack, you can see lots and lots of silly little things that I've done. So yeah, thank you for listening to Think Tank. This is Claire Dufresne.